Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Caleb. It's been so long since my last video. I really apologize for it. I'm in school right now, so it's pretty hard to do any reaction videos. But I've really enjoyed the past releases, the past few months. Like for example, Lisa with Lalisa, Stray Kids with their first album, Thunderous, and ITZY's also full-length album with Loco, and yeah, it's so much releases this past few months that I've been continually watching as like a avid music listener and K-pop lover. But this time around, because it's a break, so I'm gonna be able to react and comment about Twice first title English track. If you want more information of who Twice are, feel free to check out my reaction to Taste of Love, which is up in the card above, where I also gave a bit of explanation of who Twice are. This song is not their first song that is in the English language. Definitely they had English versions of More and More, I Can't Stop Me, Cry For Me, and even for their Japanese album they had an English language track, What You Waiting For. So it's definitely not their first foray into the English world or the English language, and definitely I sense that JYP is definitely bringing them into that realm more and more, excuse the pun, even because since More and More, and actually even since Fancy, you start seeing a bit more of like the insertion of English words into their songs, for their Korean releases. So I feel like it's just a matter of time that they will actually be doing this. BTS have done it, Blackpink has done it, now Twice. I mean, I think it's like a recognized K-pop movement. Like if you want to go global, you definitely have to incorporate English or another language into a K-pop song. So with that said, this song is a joint release between JYP and Republic Records. Of course, Republic Records just acts as their promotion for the US. But honestly, for this song, I feel like there's so little promotion compared to, say, the More and More era, with regards to the US promotion side. Like, aside from their upcoming appearances on The Tonight Show and GMA, but I feel like there's not much of a US push as compared to the previous one. Maybe it's because of COVID, I'm not very sure, but it does feel that way, because at least with Republic Records, I was looking at the Instagram earlier on today. I only saw one post a few days back to do with like this upcoming release, and even today it's been a few hours since the release already, and I didn't see a post yet, so maybe I'm wrong, but it just seems like there's lesser backing this time round. I'm not sure why. I feel like it's a very calculated move with this track to appeal to the general US and Western audiences, and to be able to hit like big, high numbers on the US charts, as in comparison with like the likes of BTS with Butter and Dynamite and Permission to Dance, and Blackpink's Ice Cream collaboration with Selena Gomez. I mean, those tracks all definitely have that distinct appeal to the US audiences, be it with the retro sounds or with the very pop, bubblegum pop. Just beyond the language as well. Full on English as well. Definitely this song, seen from the teasers, it gives a very 90s vibe, so I wouldn't be surprised that it's I think it's kind of very in Twice kind of personality to do it. If seeing some of their little interview footages that they have uploaded prior to the MV drop, I did take some notes down from their YouTube. So Momo was saying that it reflects who they are and that it suits them very well. Sana said that Onces would like it. Onces is their fan base, if you don't already know. And then Chaeyoung, she did say that when she heard the song guide in English, it really made her want to dance, and she listened over and over again. The message of the song is don't hide your feelings, follow your feels when you like someone. And so the song is about boosting your confidence, and the style is pretty much very similar to what they first began with. So it's like, I guess, the ooh-ah period, the cheer up, that kind of sound. To be honest, I wasn't very keen on those sounds when Twice started out. It was only around like Fancy onwards where I started getting more in tune with their music. But I am starting to open up more, you know, in terms of what genres of K-pop could offer, especially with pertaining to like the older K-pop songs. I'm becoming more open to it. So with this, I feel like it's going to be really enjoyable. I can't wait to hear and watch the music video. I think the visuals from the teasers already gives channel so much of that retro energy, still keeping it with the bubbly vibes from, you know, as we expect from Twice. The Fuse was written by Anna Timgren, Boy Matthews, Justin Weinstein, and Woo Min Lee. I saw on Genius that, you know, Anna Timgren and I believe, is it Boy Matthews? They have done songs for other K-pop artists as well. Twice, not very much yet, but yes, they have done like, for Anna Timgren, I think she did like with Chunga mainly, and then with, I think was the other one was like Boy Matthews, he did Twice's Perfect World. So I feel like, yeah, they're all in that same realm of like knowing what K-pop is supposed to be like, and how to explore with that genre. I mean, all the songs that they've written in the K-pop realm so far have a lot of English Western influences as well. So, and I think it's interesting to see that, you know, JYP himself, Park Jin Young, is not really, he's not existent in the making of the song. So I don't know, because he did do Feel Special, and I feel like Feel Special has that retro-ish sounding. So I'm gonna compare a little bit, see what kind of differences, you know, on the takes of this 90s sound. Yeah. And another thing with their member Jonghyun, you know, she, as of late, with their past releases, since I believe I Can't Stop Me, you know, she has been kind of in and out in the music videos, not really on promotions because of her health. And with this one as well, with this release, even though she is in the video, you know, she's not going to be appearing for promotions. And I feel like, you know, I applaud JYP for at least including her in the videos, because in time to come, should they actually continue to extend the contract, since it's going to be 7 years next year, yeah, it's going to be nice to see, you know, them continue on. And, you know, she would probably join back the group, you know, with more promotions, and definitely we would like to have that complete picture. Like, fans would love to see that complete picture. Yeah. So and apparently the video is also another announcement for their third studio album, their second being the Eyes Wide Open, and so their third Korean studio album and fourth world tour, the previous one being Twice Lights, which kind of ended really abruptly in 2020 because of COVID-19. And looking at the track list for the field, I mean, what's with companies nowadays with putting instrumentals and remixes as the tracks of the, it's like they call it the album, but actually it's just a single. Like, it could, you know, you don't have to make it such a hoo-ha that it's an album. I mean, even with ITZY's latest album, Crazy in Love, 10 new songs and the other 6 being instrumentals of their previous title tracks, and that's for the studio album. I'm like, couldn't they just put those 6 tracks on a separate, to just, you know, make it clean looking? I don't know, but that's just me nitpicking. Let me know in the comment section if you think the same way. Sorry for rambling so much, but yes, let's get into the reaction right now. I'm so excited. I'll be watching the music video. I don't think that at this time the Tonight Show performance has not been released, so I will just be watching the actual music video and then giving my thoughts on it. Hope you stick around for this one. Alright, here we go. Okay, yeah, I believe the story is that they received some letter to the prom. Yes. And also another thing is that all the members don't speak English like natively. So I think it's going to be interesting. I really hope that, you know, with them learning, getting more used to the English language, when it comes to US promotions, they could speak more English, because definitely when it comes to interviews or that, it'll be definitely more comfortable and easier for the Western audiences to understand. Ooh, the styling is very reminiscent of UA, the period. Yes. Although I feel like the music video is much simpler as compared to the days of, as in their typical Korean releases. Okay, now you're as usual taking the, you know, chorus. I like the enunciation of the English, definitely, because sometimes with Koreans, when they pronounce English, undoubtedly, it's just the way it is. Sometimes, especially with the letter F, they would pronounce it differently. So I'm really happy that, wow, they really did train. Definitely more of the cutesy concept. Although I don't know, I like their hard-hitting ones, like especially Perfect World. I mean, come on, I want more of that concept for Twice, but in the Korean. Mainly, so far, I'm hearing a lot of Nayeon and their leader. So for the choreography portions, it's not inside. Yeah. But anyways, I still enjoy it. Yeah. What a short song. Wait, it was 3 minutes? Okay. I don't know. It felt really short. Then the credit scene. Okay, JYP produced it. Okay, at least, I mean, he's gotta have some hand in their production, like not just in by name or like as the label, but you know, he has to have some hand in it as well. Okay, that's pretty much it. Honestly speaking, I feel like the music video wasn't as, like, it didn't go all out there as compared to their past releases. That's for sure, because with even I Can't Stop Me and Alcohol Free, man, the set pieces and everything was crazy bombastic, and I feel like for their first full English single, is it just me, or I feel like it didn't give much of a push as I was expecting to, because like I said, this is their first title track that is English, and it's clearly meant to push them to a wider audience beyond Korea. They are really doing very well in Korea. It's just, you know, they, compared to say Blackpink and BTS, they're a bit lagging behind in terms of like the global push. But yeah, it just feels like it could have been more, you know, the music video wise. And the song, although it's catchy, that's for sure, I will probably still download it, but I feel it's still kind of one-dimensional. It definitely is like a good retro beat, you know, catchy. It brings back the sounds of their older days with UA and Cheer Up, but it doesn't bring anything new to the table. Like the rap, like I said, could have been more hard-hitting to give that, you know, a bit more of a modern element to the song. Instead of just that repeated groove that was present throughout the entire song. I feel like it could have extended beyond that. But let me know in the comments section below if you feel the same way, or you think that this is outstanding and deserves all the praise and no shades and no disappointments. Do let me know in the comments below. I really want to see your perspective and know how you feel about it. I felt it could have been more, considering that their past releases so far with Kura, Perfect World, Alcohol Free, Can't Stop Me, they had really distinct kind of sounds, and not only that, but they had, you know, they did change up something in the song to give it that modernized element, that more urban element to it, instead of just going on that genre, like just touching base on the basics of that genre. Yeah, but hey, you know, it's not bad. It's definitely of quality. They're probably not going to perform this on Korean music shows, even though technically they could, because Rose did her on the ground like promotions on music shows. So it's just a matter of whether JYP feels it fits with his branding, and I feel like they're probably not gonna, because yeah, they even with like, I've never seen any JYP artists with an English promotion song on music shows. Yeah. And on a side track, I feel like, you know, them already reaching their, you know, 7-year mark, that cursed mark for a lot of girl groups and boy groups alike. I don't know, I feel torn. Like, I feel like they can stay with JYP for that kind of quality kind of songs and like promotion-ish, I say it with like close inverted marks. But I feel like solo-wise, exploration-wise, if they want to do something more solo-based activities, you know, be it within music, fashion, whatever, you know, influencer kind of materials, they should jump ship, because clearly it's been almost 7 years already, and none of them have had a solo yet, as compared to their boy group counterparts like GOT7 before they left. Like, and 2PM, what else? Day 6, and I don't know. I mean, even with Stray Kids now, they have some songs on their albums where it's like more of a solo material, like 2 people or something like that, like sub-units and things like that. I'm just surprised why JYP hasn't done that for Twice. Like, give them more explorations beyond just a 9-piece thing. Other than the KDA one where, you know, some of the members did explore something else, like with doing KDA writing and singing on it. Like, I want to hear them do solo material. Like, I feel like with Blink's fandoms like constantly pressing YG to release in solo songs for the girls, I don't see that same perception with Twice. Like, the ones aren't, like, they are actually in fact trying to get JYP to let them rest more because of their constant promotions back to back. And true enough, you know, I'm not discounting that. I think they really worked so hard in their own respective fields, but I feel like the girls could do with some solo activities and solo. I would like to see them trying solo wise, you know, like acting, I don't know, variety shows and more of that, and not just, you know, constantly within their own 9-piece thing, right? But I hope to see what their third studio album would bring. Hopefully more of the perfect world kind of a genre, and yeah, hopefully more global, English releases. Definitely hope, even if, you know, they do this band at their 7-year mark, that they go out with a bang. It's not gonna be silent fade away like GOT7's, which is kind of sad. And yeah, I feel like they have done so much for JYP as an identity. I mean, Miss A, Wonder Girls have done a lot as well, but in this current age, Twice is really the forefront of JYP, aside from ITZY and, you know, Stray Kids. They are still like the leading mark for JYP, so they definitely deserve at least a good send-off, you know, should they not renew their contracts. And I'm happy either way. I feel like, you know, they all have potential to explore music solo-wise and as a group. So much more to discover for each member, I feel. And yeah, it's, you know, it's definitely not the end for them. And I really hope you enjoy listening to the song, watching my reaction to the song. I hope to do more in future. Yeah, it's really as and when I'm able to do the research, set up the shot and record a reaction. But I feel really happy when it comes to doing this, and I hope you do feel happy listening to the song as well. And, you know, hope your day goes well too, and hope to see you on the next one.